Good morning, children. Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing fine. I think you received my message, and I have provided already ebook related to this code 402. And I started these lessons from Unit 2 Web Applications. You can see on the screen. So this is main topics web application. Under this web application, we have 8 main topics: working with accessibility options, networking fundamentals, introduction to instant messaging, chatting with a contact Google Talk, creating and publishing web pages, blog, using offline blog editors, online transactions, internet security. Okay, today I'm going to explain you this working with accessibility options. So working with accessibility options, this is the first topic. After every session you can, if you have any doubts regarding this topic, you can just give comments in the comment section. Whatever the doubt you have, just comment in the comment box, and in the next video I'm going to discuss those doubts, and again I will start the next session. Okay, now I'm going to show you working with accessibility options. Practically I will show, but it is a theoretical chapter, but I think you're already familiar with what is code 402. That is 50 marks practical and 50 marks for theory. So this is the mostly theory based concept only, this web application. The first one is working with accessibility options. See here, it refers computer accessibility. It refers to the user friendliness of a computer system for all. Actually, computer accessibility options, this is a wonderful feature in the computer. The people who are having hearing impairments, like visual impairments such as low vision or partial blindness, color blindness, or cognitive impairments like paralyzed people, or for those people, the using computer it may difficult in some cases, not every time. In if they want to use some types of keys, and if they want to press the keys together, multiple keys, that time they may face problems like these people. So they cannot use the computer, and they cannot access the computer easily. So they may have low vision, blind due to low vision or blindness or autism or deafness, whatever the problem. So this Windows is providing this option for those people, so they can use computer easily for using these options. So what are these options? What are these accessibility option means? By using these accessibility options, we can customize the keyboard or mouse using a control panel. So how can we go there? Accessibility options. So using control panel. So you know where it is located, control panel. See here, control panel. For me it is located on the desktop. I have control panel. In case if you didn't find the control panel option, go to search box and type control panel. You immediately you can find here control panel and click on that. Yes, this is the control panel. Generally in the textbook they have given Windows XP. For the Windows XP operating system they have provided information, but the options are same, but the displaying is different. Here they have given the option ease of access center in the control. After opening the control panel, ease of access center, so just double click on ease of access center.
Always scan this section.
Yes, so here we are going to do changes if you want to use. So what are various accessibility options available here are sticky keys and filter keys, toggle keys. I think you understand keys. I'm telling here keys means
Start
these
magnifier.
accessibility options are related to the keyboard only. Yes,
Start narrator.
you're right. That means I'm customizing the keyboard now for those people who are having
Start on screen
impairment problems. Now see here, to change the
Set up high
functionality,
contrast.
to change the to customize your keyboard. Now I'm clicking
Start
on make
magnifier.
the keyboard easier to use. Double click on it. Now you can see different options here: sticky keys, toggle keys, filter keys. So I'm going to explain about these keys, and I will show you practically how these keys works. So first one is sticky keys. Sticky keys means this is accessibility feature helps the computer users with physical disabilities. It allows user to press and release a modifier key such as Control Alt Shift. You know that Control Alt Shift, these all are modifier keys. We use these keys with other keys only. But the person with physical disabilities, they may not, they cannot use the keys together. Like if they want to select a document, we have to use Control plus A from the keyboard. But in some cases, they cannot use the two keys together. So that time we can use the sticky keys. So what is the use here? Sticky keys means when you click on Control key or otherwise any Shift key or Alt key, modifier keys if they want to use, if you click on Control key, the Control key will be in active until any other key is pressed. Now see, I will show you here Control. I'm just clicking on turn on sticky keys, but not every time they don't want sticky keys. So that time they can use instead of selecting here, they can also use like this. Now I'm just if you press the Shift key 5 times, you can see the sticky keys on the desktop. Now I'm pressing the Shift key 5 times. See, now I just pressed the key Shift key 5 times, immediately displayed do you want to turn on sticky keys. So if you want to turn on the sticky keys, you just click on yes. Yes, now I'm clicking on yes. Now this is the Word document. Now I just want to show you how the sticky keys works. I just want to generally when what is sticky keys means, if when they don't want to press the keys together, so that time, and especially with modifier keys like Control Alt Shift, so that time they can use sticky keys. Now I am clicking here Control key. So when I click yes, Control key, now the Control key is in active until and unless I press the other key. Now I am clicking A. See, total document is selected. Now I didn't use any mouse. Also you can see my mouse pointer is in the center of the screen only. Okay, like this we can use sticky keys. Now next one is same control panel. I mean opening here to show the next option. Okay, yes. Now next one is toggle keys. It is showing under the sticky keys. You can see turn on toggle keys. Toggle keys means feature which is designed for the people who have vision impairment, like cognitive disabilities or vision impairment, means they cannot see properly. So that time they cannot identify which key they pressed, or so they may facing difficulty in some cases. So that time they can use toggle keys like now see caps lock, num lock. So when if I turn on the toggle keys, again same like I just pressed 5 times Shift key, the sticky keys window is opened. In the same way, if I press the numlock key continuously for 5 seconds, if I keep on press the numlock key, the toggle keys will be opened. That now see how it works. Now I'm clicking numlock continuously for 5 seconds. I just minimizing this so that you can able to see. First I'm just selecting here. Okay, now see here, I'm just keep on press the numlock key for 5 seconds. Sorry, I didn't click on apply, that's why it is yes. Okay, now minimize it. So working with toggle keys, I'm showing now. I told you continuously if you press numlock for 5 seconds, so it will open the toggle keys window. This is the toggle keys window. So do you want to turn on toggle keys? So what is toggle keys means? When you turn on this toggle keys, it will emit some sound. It will emit some sound when you press caps lock key or numlock key. So when you on the toggle keys, now I'm clicking on yes. Now see here, I'm just clicking caps lock key. So whenever I'm clicking caps lock key or numlock key, it just emits some sound so that the person with impairments, they can identify the keys. This is a caps lock key and numlock key, they can identify. So this is about. And when the scroller is switched on and off, it produces some low sound, and when they are switched off, and it produces some emit sound in a high sound when the locking keys are, when the keys are switched on. So that they can easily identify when the caps lock key is on and when caps lock keys are off. Now next one is filter keys. Filter keys, it is an accessibility feature that tells the keyboard to ignore repeated keystrokes, making typing easier for people with hand. You can say some people having like shivering problem, like shivering fingers. So for those it may difficult to type. Sometimes they will get errors like repeated characters while typing. So for those people, we can on the filter keys in the same way where we have selected the toggle keys. Under this toggle keys, we have to, if you turn on the filter keys, it just slow down the keyboard process. It will slow down the process. If you turn on the filter keys, it will just slow down the process, and it will type the characters so that they won't get repeated characters while typing. So next one is sound sentry. Sound sentry is designed for the users with auditory impairments. It generates warnings such as blinking title bar or a flashing border whenever the computer generates sounds. See, I'm now showing sound sentry. So go back, ease
Always
of
scan
access
this
window.
section.
Now for the sound sentry, see, use a text or visual alternatives for sounds. See, so when you turn on this sound sentry, now see here, I'm just selecting flash desktop. So that means when you did some error, some type of errors on the screen while you're typing, or otherwise when you're opening a app or something, it will provide some kind of indication to the people, I mean disability people. That means something is happening wrong with the work what they are doing. Now see here, I just turn on the visual notification for sound and choose visual warning. What type of warning you want to choose, like flash active caption bar, flash active window, flash desktop. I just selected here flash desktop. Now I'm just applying here, and don't forget to apply. So if you don't click on apply option, you can't see the what is actually applied with that option. Now see, now I'm taking here run command box. Here I'm typing, just I want to open the notepad here. Just instead of typing notepad, I'm just selecting notepad and clicking on enter. If you observe, again I'm showing if you observe or not, I'm just minimizing it. See, instead of typing notepad, I've just typed here note. Now I'm clicking on OK. You can see the different color on the screen, and one warning message I got: Windows cannot find note. Make sure you typed the name correctly. That means that is the indication that you did something wrong. So I'm just typing now. Again I'm just clicking enter. See. So this feature is helpful to the people who have a hearing impairment. The people having hearing impairment, they can find and they can identify the keys here. Now next one is show sounds. It instructs application that convey information by sound to also provide information visually through text captions or informative icons. That means whenever you did some changes on some settings. For example, now I want to do some settings here, like display settings. Now I'm doing the display settings, like now the screen is in landscape manner. Then I'm just selecting here portrait. Immediately I'm getting a warning message, do you want to apply the changes or not? So like this, you just want and don't want, you just click on that. So it will display some warning messages for them. Yes. So next one is cursor options. High contrast. It is an accessibility feature to assist people with vision impairment. It can change the size and color of fonts and the background of ease of viewing. High contrast means sometimes you can change the themes and the display settings so that who have the vision problem or color blindness, for those people we can just change the high contrast means high themes, bright colors, so that they can see properly. Now cursor options and mouse keys I'm showing now in the same window. Control panel I'm going, and mouse keys. Turn on mouse keys and set up mouse keys. Here I'm clicking. Now see, in the mouse keys, this feature assists the people who having difficulty using mouse. Sometimes they cannot use the mouse properly. They may having difficulty by in holding the mouse. This option uses the keyboard as a pointing device instead of a mouse. Now see here, use the numeric keypad to move the generally means sometimes small children also, they may have facing problem by holding the mouse, and the person with physical disabilities, they may having problem by holding the mouse. So for those, these mouse keys is a very good option here. So turn on mouse keys. Mouse keys means use the numeric keyboard to move the mouse around the screen. So numeric keyboard, you can see numeric keyboard 9 keys. So we can use those 9 keys to move around the screen. Now I'm not using any mouse here. I'm clicking on apply here. Now yes. Now see, to move the mouse around the, and I'm just minimizing this. Now I'm using the numbers to move. Same like how it moves with the mouse, it is just moving by pressing the numbers only. So we can use the option for those people who having problem with the mouse. For this we can use this option. Again I'm come to the mouse, I'm holding the mouse now. Yes, now next one is cursor option. It is an accessibility feature that assists people with vision impairment by changing the blink rate and width of the cursor. I think you used this feature already. Again I'm showing here.
Always scan this section.
Yes, mouse. Make the mouse easier to use. Now see here, change the color and size of the mouse pointer. You can see different types of mouse pointers are there. For those who are having vision impairment, when they cannot see, they want to use the big pointer. So we can use these extra large white, any other mouse pointers here, and click on apply. Now see here, the mouse pointer looks like it is blinking and it is very big also. Otherwise, if you want to use our extra large inverting, and click on apply. Now see, you can see. So this option is useful for the people who are having vision impairment. Now I think you understand this concept, accessibility options. Still, if you have any doubts, you just drop a message. I will explain you in the next session with those doubts, and I will continue the second chapter. That means second topic. Okay, so these are the important accessibility options. These are very interesting. You just try once, and after the unit I will provide you the exercises and assignment. You just start writing or notes also. Okay, thank you children. Thanks for listening patiently. Thank you.